Hello, my name is Matt, for those of you who may not know me, and I'm part of the schools team at Southampton City Mission. We've just finished recording one of our Thoughts at Three online assemblies, and it was a magic special all about mentalism or mind reading magic or illusions. And I did a trick in the assembly with Eli and Tony. Thanks so much again, guys, for helping me with that, which involved this little chalkboard here with its three different drawers. And what I did was I predicted what Eli was going to say by drawing and writing in the top ones and then covering those up with their doors. And then I wrote down Eli's things that he said in the bottom there. And when I revealed mine, they were exactly the same. If you didn't see it, then go ahead to our playlist for the week commencing the 1st of June and check out the assembly, the magic special, on Thursday, the 4th of June, and you'll see me do that trick with them. But I wanted to just do a little magic special extra to explain a simple way that you can do a trick very, very similar to that. This isn't exactly how that will work, but it might give you an idea of how you could do something similar with your friends or family, just to kind of blow their minds a little bit. So I'm going to add in my close-up camera, as we usually do for these magic specials. And you can see there I've got a piece of paper, and I've got a pen, and I've got a pack of cards, normal bicycle pack of cards. And what you're going to say is, I'm going to read your mind. I'm going to predict some things that you're going to think about. You're going to take your piece of paper, you're going to fold it up like that. So you've got two sides there for you to write on. And the first thing you're going to say to them is, I would like you to think of a number, any number really between 1 and 20 is fine. Now, prior to doing this trick, you need to set up your deck of cards with a card that you're going to force. If you didn't see how to do that, if you don't know how to do that, then you need to check out the assembly from the Thursday, the 4th of June, where I show you in that assembly a very simple way to force a particular card on your volunteer who is helping you. Now, the card that I sometimes use is the King of Hearts. So that's what I've used for this trick. Now, you're going to say to them, think of any number between 1 and 20, 0 and 20, an integer whole number, and think of that. And whilst you're thinking, I'm going to write that down. Now, when you write it down, you're not actually going to write down the number. You're going to write down the card that you are going to force on them later, okay? So make sure they don't see, so you hold it like this, away from them. They don't see what you're writing. Okay, now I'm going to write down, I've written down King of Hearts there, because that's the card I'm going to force later. And you put that down on the table like that so they can't see it. And you say, right, great, tell me what number it was that you were thinking of. And they might say, oh, I was thinking of 13. So you put number 13 there like that. Fantastic. Then you say, right, I would like you to think of a shape. Could be any simple shape, whatever shape you like. Think about that. I'm going to write that down, what I think you're thinking. Whilst you're thinking it, see if I can read your mind. Now, whilst they are thinking about it, you're not going to draw a shape. You're going to write down the number that they've just told you. Again, not showing them what you're writing so they can't see, but you're going to write on there the number they've just told you. So I've just drawn that. So you should have on your paper then the card you're going to force and the number that they've just told you like that. You put your paper down again like that, and you say, right now, tell me the shape that you did. Oh, you want a diamond. Okay, very good. So we're going to draw a diamond there like that. Fantastic. And then you say, right, lastly, we're going to pick a card. Now I'm going to just think of the card that you are going to pick. Okay. So this is kind of time travel mind reading, even, which is even better than normal mind reading. It's time travel mind reading, because I'm going to see what your mind is thinking about in the future. So you say you're going to write down the card they're going to pick, but again, you've already got that. So you're going to write down the shape that they just told you. So you draw on there whatever shape they just told you, which was a diamond here. So you should have then the number, the shape, and the card that you're going to force. You say, right, I've written that card down. I'm now going to put that piece of paper down there. And we're going to pick a card. So you get to your card. You do any force you like, okay? Normal deck of cards, just bicycle cards, mix of numbers. You tell me when you want me to stop. And again, if you don't know how to do this force, then you can just have a look in that video from Thursday, 4th of June, Magic Special on Mentalism, and that will tell you how to do this force. You want that card? Okay, fantastic. So you could have had any of these other cards here. You could have had the King of Spades, the Three of Clubs, the Five of Diamonds, any of those, in fact. But the one you chose is this one on top here. So we're going to take that aside and just place it there. Okay, now this was the card that they chose, supposedly. You're going to show it to them, but not look at it yourself, so that they look at it before you reveal what it is that you think they have chosen. Okay, so you show it to them, but don't look at it yourself. You can see it's the card that I forced. Whilst they're thinking about it, you then say, right, I think I've read that in the past now. I mean, just tell them anything, you know, and then say, right, show me what that card is. They show you it's the King of Hearts, and so you go, great, I'm going to write down the King of Hearts here, which was the card that you chose. Fantastic. And then you're going to say, let's have a look and see what my predictions were. So here are your choices: the 13, the Diamond, and the King of Hearts. And let's have a look and see what I wrote down and whether they match. And then you can reveal that there's an exact match. You thought that they would pick that number, that shape, and that card. And it is pretty clean because there's no hidden things. It's just a pen, a paper, and a deck of cards. And then if you want to, you can go on and talk about the fact that actually for Christians, we believe that Jesus is the King of love. And God loves us so much that even though we do wrong things, he still loves us. Even though we think things that are bad for us, that he still loves us. You see, mind reading isn't really real. It's just a trick. It's just an illusion. But Christians believe that God can hear our thoughts even before we think them. And no matter whether we're thinking good or bad, he still loves us. But actually, he wants us to be made new. He wants our thought life to be pure, to be righteous, to be holy, to be good for us, so that our mental health is actually good. And yeah, so hopefully then that will start a discussion. But that's how, or a simple way of how you could do that little trick that I did with the chalkboard. Now, obviously, I haven't told you the whole thing because I covered these up and did them individually, and there was no way that I could have gone back to them because you would have seen me opening the doors. There is a little extra special thing with this board, but I'm not going to tell you how I do that. Just giving you that simple version there that you can try out on your friends and family. I hope you have fun with it. If you've got any questions, please add it to the comments, and I'll do my best to get back to you. But for now, take care, see you soon, and we will hopefully have your company on another Thoughts at 3 online assembly. Bye bye for now.